And hello, all my fellow nerds out there. This is Oracle Richie, and welcome back once again to Berrywitched the Harvest. So last time we were following that creepy guy. I forgot what his name was. If you can even can remember what his name was. Memorial. Yeah, we were catching up with both Memorial and Buttons, and we followed them back down to the secret lair that was underneath a kitchen oven of all things. Also, we need to understand this math equation. So it's x plus y minus z. So so x minus y, so x plus y minus z. So we have to figure that out. Okay, we can't seem to go in here. You walk into one of the empty cells. Memories of of the trap in your sister's workshop echo through your mind. You quickly step out of the cell. Too risky. Yep, fair enough. Nothing behind here. Or wait, no, never mind. It was just a bug. Okay, what's this? You approach the control panel. For some reason, this one was covered with a gross black sludge. You wonder if there was anything underneath the goo. You take a deep breath and try to wipe some of the substance off. Oh, 237. Oh, whoops. As you clear the gunk off, you can hear a faint sound. You seem to have placed your hand on the hidden switch that was placed next to the clue. Your eyes widen as you turn around and warn your friends to be careful, but it was too late. Guys, I just hit something. I don't know what's going. But, dude, but strawberry, something is wrong. Very wrong. That's how that raspberry was checking? Yeah, I just locked her in. You grew pale. You set up one of those sick traps, didn't you? Blueberry grabbed your hand and pulled you towards Raspberry was trapped in. What had appeared between you and your friend was a thick magical barrier. Raspberry tried speaking to you from behind it, but you couldn't hear her words. Huh? Should we try to blow it up? No, remember Raspberry said any big explosion could cause the roof to collapse. We gotta figure something else out. You tried to think of different ways you could break the barrier when suddenly you heard a loud banging. Raspberry was panicking, pointing upwards. You stepped closer, but put your head against the barrier to see. The roof of the ceiling was coming down fast. Blueberry, we gotta hurry. The ceiling's gonna crush her. Are you kidding me? Okay, I'm gonna save real quick because I don't want to mess this up. Blueberry came over to double check. She placed her hand in against the magical field, and Raspberry did the same. Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of there, I swear. Blueberry turned to face you. What are you thinking, Strawberry?
Do you need anything?
Maybe if we press the switch again, it would reverse? Worth a shot. Blueberry went over to the control panel, pressed down the button again. Nothing seemed to happen. You hear desperate banging from the cell. You rush back to look and saw the trap hadn't stopped anything. If anything, it had only accelerated.
Screw it, I'm blowing the thing open. What? No, that's going... I don't care. Either Raspberry comes with us or we don't go forward.
The trap had descended to a point where Raspberry was crouching. You were running out of time. It was either this or nothing. Blueberry stood back and motioned Raspberry to do the same. She pulled out a remote device, activated Blueberry bounce to just set down. However, when she pressed it, nothing happened. What? Why is it not? Blueberry continued to press the button, but it wasn't responding. Hang on, I'm gonna go check what's up. Right when Blueberry came to the barrier, the device chirped. The explosion that followed blew Blueberry back, turning her into a flaming corpse flying through the air. Oh shit! The barrier shattered. Raspberry was now on her stomach, trying desperately to claw to freedom. But it was too late. You could hear her bones crushing and snapping from the immense pressure, followed by her final words as she screamed out for Blueberry to come help her, to save her, an immediate silence. You didn't have time to mourn as like Raspberry said, the roof fell apart. You were buried within tons of rock and concrete. Shit. Blueberry is right. It was either leave Raspberry or you don't go forward. Add in 3 raspberry pancake. Ugh, no. Ew, I don't like that one, man. Okay, back here now. I had to speed run a little bit, because I saved before something else. So let's see. Okay, so wait, what was the thing? 237. So 2 plus 3 minus 7? Oh wait, no. The number was yellow. So x plus y minus 237. That seems a bit over the top. That it sounds like it might be a negative number. Unless the first two numbers are higher. I don't know. Okay, so wait, let me actually write this down real quick so I don't forget. So z is 237. So we just need to find out x and y. All right. All right. All right. Water from the ceiling dripped down onto the floor below. Drop, drop, drop. Okay. You pushed the keypad once more, trying to remember the equation. X plus y minus z. No, it couldn't be that. All right. Aside from the unlabeled buttons and such, there didn't appear to be anything on the control panel. All right, so nothing on there.
Oh.
Okay, so ah, damn it. Skip. There we go. Hey, Strawbee, come. Hey, Strawbee, come here for a sec, would ya?
Oh.
Oh, there's writing on the wall. Boom, baby. Now that's a 129. It's clear as day. Okay. Wait. Wait. So is that X or is that X or is that okay? That's X. That's X. So 129.
Blueberry.
Nice one, Blueberry. Yeah, praise be the almighty blue. That was kind of cringe, sorry. Oh, that was actually kind of funny. You notice Raspberry within an empty cell staring up at the ceiling. Walk over to her, you clear your throat.
Raspberry.
Did you find something, Raspberry?
Hmm.
Look up there. Do you see that too? The red markings.
Oh.
Oh, a clue? What does it say?
You see.
If my eyes are mistaken, I believe it says 108. Wait, so 108. Wait. Wait, that just equals 237. No, you can't be telling me that the code is 0. You can't be telling me that the code is all zeros. That's part of the math equation. Thank you, Raspberry. Wait, so 129 plus 108, that just equals 137. Minus 137. 0. As you punched in the last digit of code, you heard words that clicks the locking mechanism. The metal barrier. Why would you make your code 000? So stupid. Really? That was it? What? But we already tried that, didn't we? Behind the doorway, there lay the next piece of your morbid puzzle, a pair of cadaver legs. You moved ahead of your friends before obtaining your reward. You gave out a warning. Okay, everyone, be prepared. Raspberry and Blueberry shut their eyes tight, bracing themselves. It wasn't a matter of if you could join the Council of Witches, but when. Ever since you were little, you could recall getting constantly degraded and belittled over your magical speciality. The standards between what specialities were cool or lame never made sense to you. They only hurt your head. Still, if someone with a useless speciality like you could become a member of the Council of Witches, it would finally prove to everyone that your speciality does not limit you from doing great things. So you worked hard. You didn't have much of a social life to begin with, but now that time spent with friends was spent entirely focused on your goal. It did make you smile to see them at your inauguration celebration. Thank the beginners you reconnected with them there. If you hadn't, you might have regretted it for the rest of your life. The Council of Witches wasn't everything you had hoped it would be. You hadn't been in the council that long, but already you were beginning to rethink your career. You wanted to question why you were requested so early in the day, only to be greeted by him.
Oh, it's such an awful day, isn't it? It's a wonderful 90 degrees, absolutely humid, and oh, how the mosquitoes are just out in force today.
That do be summer. The cheerful way the cheerful way he described the horrid weather made your mind want to shrivel and die. You silently prayed this would not take longer than it needed to.
Well, well, well.
I'll be perfectly honest with you, Raspberry. This inspection might take all day. Sadly, the council has requested a very thorough review of the grounds. You were screaming in your mind, but you replied professionally.
All right.
Of course. Oh wait, we're in Raspberry's POV this time? Okay. Of course, Councilman Memorial. Whatever is required. You're such a kiss up, you know that, right? He turned around and started walking backwards, maintaining eye contact with you.
You're no fun.
You should let loose for a while. Can't be a member of the Council of Witches without being a bit of a jerk. It took every ounce of willpower you had to not instinctively roll your eyes. It continued on like this until finally you reached the abandoned campgrounds. Memorial took a deep breath and exhaled rather dramatically. Don't you just love fresh open air?
Now that you
I
mention
do
it,
indeed. As a council member of nature, it brings me immense feelings of. Ha! I don't. Nature sucks. Sucks like a vacuum. Sucks like a tornado. Like the sequel to a movie that was fine just the way it was. It didn't need a sequel. Oh, gee, I wonder what kind of movie that would have been. Let me know. What guys? Let me know in the comments. What movie do you guys think didn't need a sequel at all? What movie do you think was fine just on its own? You're beginning to get a migraine.
Oh?
Now, Raspberry, what per se is the entrance to Super Scary Torture Lab? Oh, how I want to see it. If I recall correctly, it is in the kitchen. Follow me, please. You wander past the rotted gates of the camp. Incantation Acres was carved into the wooden sign that was hung from the top. Vines and other foliage were snaking their way up the two trunks of the entrance, almost as if the forest itself was trying to devour the architecture and return the land to its untouched state. Some cabins' windows had been shattered, and even one of the roofs seemed to have collapsed in on itself. Seeing a place that once brought joy, not just to you, but to other children as well, reduced to this way is heartbreaking. You couldn't help but feel melancholic.
Hmm?
So, if you don't mind me asking, I notice you seem rather familiar with the area. Ah, yes. Well, when I was younger, I was instrumental in the raid on this base. You, you had laced a slight tone of pride in that remark. It was to you an accomplishment, even though at the time it was a harrowing experience. As you enter the kitchen, you could see various vermin retreat back to the hidden nests in the cracks and crevices. A long dead rat had met your gaze, their guts spilling out and creating a disgusting sludge pile. Flies and maggots were gorging themselves on the brown and red meal.
Well, well.
What a
well.
nice home cooked meal. Just like Mama made him, wouldn't you say so as well? As he turned to you, you could see the flies buzzing into and around his mask. He didn't appear bothered in the slightest. So, the entrance? Where is it? You were so stunned for a second that your purpose for this expedition escaped you. You shook off the weirdness and recentered yourself. Of course. As you went to activate the hidden door, you continue your recollection of your previous exploits here.
You see?
We came to help our friend Strawberry, who was at the time dealing with issues of her appetite. We found this almost a complete coincidence. You reach under the sink and press the faded silver button. Dunk-a-dunk. The old groan of machinery signaled the activation, and you descended down the ladder into the facility. We ventured down here originally to see if anyone was in danger, but truthfully, I think it was out of a sense of pure curiosity. Curiosity kills the councilwoman. Was he coughing when he laughed? He laughed so hard he started coughing. It's lucky you girls weren't killed, or worse, killed. You returned his unsettling joyfulness with an awkward laugh, continuing forward. Ahem, yes, well, when we came down here, we didn't find much apart from a series of eerie life-size dolls. Memorial stopped almost immediately. The entire atmosphere unexplainably changed. He responded in an uncharacteristically cold tone.
Oh?
Dolls?
Now that you
Well,
mention it.
more like puppets? Mannequins? Something of the sort. Technically, we only found one. Memorial giggled once, then twice, before he exploded into sinister hysterics. He spun around and lunged at you, grabbing your shoulders so hard it hurt. Mannequins? Harlequins? Palanquin? Gah! That doesn't rhyme. They should fix... Palanquin? Gah, that doesn't rhyme. They should fix that in the next update. What are you talking about?
Hey, hey!
I don't like you, Raspberry. You're not as fit as a fiddle, not as sharp at all the other tools in this shed. He lets go of you and gestures wildly to the facility.
Have you
This whole
forgotten
facility cannot possibly go to waste. No, no, not for my grand plan, it's not. Murderers, dissidents, thieves, maybe a jaywalker or two if I'm feeling silly. All will come here. We'll reach it into all their chests and rip their beating cores out of their bodies. Are you implying you wish to make use of this facility? Not just use it, choose it, use it, use it, use it. What? You can't be serious. That's torture, cruel. You're condemning so many people to an agonizing death. Memorial shrugged.
Whoops!
So what? A criminal is a criminal. The everlasting do it as they do it to so many innocents, right? Why not match them?
We're in a losing battle against those terrorists, so we have to send a message. A painful message. A scary message. A lovely little message confessing your undying love and devotion and... Oh my beginners, did I not give them that? I sure hope I did.
Memorial seemed to be thinking of to himself, forgetting the horrible things he had just said moments before. He looked around the facility, then back at you.
What were we talking about?
There's no way you're a Council of Witches member. There's just no way.
Oh, yeah. I rigged that.
What?
Well, I rig everything. Did you forget my powers are essentially just super gaslighting people?
I mean, I guess that's what memory will also do to you. So you mean you've done nothing but lie and cheat your way to the top?
Have you forgotten
Jeez,
something?
I thought you were a politician. Shouldn't you be used to this by now? Man, I wish Buns were here. They would never interrogate me like this. I cannot allow you to go forward with this unethical, delusional idea. I will be discussing your transgressions with the rest of the Council of Witches. Oh, no. See, that's the fun part. I'm a memory witch. It doesn't matter what you tell them, what they do. Their brains are clay in my hands. He started smashing his two hands together, simulating sculpting.
Any bad thoughts or plans against me? A snap of my finger and suddenly they think I'm the most important man in the world. I get whatever I want. I might have even done it to you, and you'd never know.
You took a step back, now wary.
Why are you telling me any of this?
Because even if you told someone, nobody would believe you.
You tried to retort back, but your voice was trembling.
I'll stop you. I swear it. This is a misuse of your status and duty. You are a sick man who needs to be put in a treatment facility.
Go ahead. Try and stop me. You can't do anything. You're just a simple raspberry witch.
You were done. You dashed away and sped back up the ladder, Memorial's laughter echoing throughout the camp. You needed a plan. You needed to stop this. Hmm. You just weren't sure quite how yet.
Ugh.
You know, you would think it'd be easier the third time. It's actually worse. You place the legs into your bag and rejoin your friends. Each time I hear his irritating voice, it's like bees are stinging my ears while trying to do a horrible comedy routine.
Aw.
Wow, that was a lot of pressure on you, huh, Raspberry? You have no idea. Raspberry sighed, taking a second to sit down and lean against the wall. She was taking a break. You didn't blame her in the slightest.
It's funny. When you center your entire life around one singular goal, it makes you feel like you actually have a purpose. But then, when you're actually there, it's like, oh, wow. This feels so empty. You think that as long as you always strive to do the right thing, things will work out, but the system is so flawed, and people can be so corrupt.
Raspberry put her head in her hands, clearly venting out her frustrations after so long bottling it up.
Raspberry!
You've been doing a wonderful job, Raspberry. I may not have been around much, but you had enough kindness in your heart to save me. That's gotta count for something, right? Did I, though?
Huh?
Yeah, like an hour ago? No, I mean, Strawberry, you spent so long alone, and your breath hitched as Raspberry took her head, and choosing to start a new sentence instead of fixing the old one. I I wasn't there for you, enough for you, nor was I there enough for Blueberry. Strawberry, fighting for people like you, fighting for people like you to have a better standing in the world, well, maybe in some ways you have been my main motivation to accomplish this dream. Blueberry, I couldn't be more proud to call you my friend. You're incredibly strong, and for everything you went through, with your parents and your speciality,
You see?
it it was your strength that made me realize just how important my dream really was. Girls like us shouldn't have to be ashamed of ourselves. But I felt like I left you both behind. When the apocalypse broke out, I realized I barely made a dent in the world. But I decided then and there, if I was going to accomplish anything in my life, it would be to protect my friends from Memorial. Raspberry, you didn't leave us behind at all. We've always been there.
Sure thing.
Yeah, are you kidding? We attended all of your debates, every ceremony, even those times you read books to kids at your parents' library. We're like the #1 Raspberry Dick Riders. Don't say that. You know Raspberry doesn't like those phrases.
Yeah.
Fine, sorry. We're the #1 Raspberry fans.
Everything will be okay.
But even though you were busy a lot, we never held that against you. Yeah, we always thought you were doing what you were doing was cool as shit. You called me a nerd every time I made an achievement. That's how I show my love, by calling people nerds. Hey, they're fellow nerds, Blueberry.
Almost perfect.
Truly, I don't deserve you to. Say, not to change the topic, but why do you think he keeps having us relive these memories? Who knows what thoughts lurk in the minds of the mad?
Ugh.
If I had to guess, he's just screwing with us because he thinks it's funny, the sick bastard. Blueberry began cracking her knuckles,
I'll kick
which
your
is why I
ass.
need to go and knock his teeth out. You and Blueberry reach a hand out to Raspberry. She took both without hesitation, getting herself back up on her feet. Lasiet ogne speranza, voice intrant. Raspberry? Sorry, just speaking to myself. The three of you descend deeper into the hideout. As the last of you went past the door frame, it closed behind you automatically. Three of you progress forward, already wary of whatever tricks this room must hold. Whoa! You knew this room. This is where it happened, after all. You thought you would be prepared for anything, absolutely anything. That was until you get a glimpse of a familiar green cloak. Raspberry placed an arm in front of you, She adjusted her glasses, squinting her eyes at the figure.
Excuse me.
Who are you? That's sustaining magic from your form.
Huh?
Huh? Do you think it's a human from the SUI somehow got into this dimension?
I.
No, that's not them. You felt tears well up in your eyes. Why? You took their bones. Now you dress like them?
My best friend. They're dead. You're just doing this to be cruel. But I don't understand why.
Oh, this was a bad idea.
The figure removed their cloak, revealing themselves to be to be the dressed up witch you had countless unanswered questions about.
Please don't cry, Miss Strawberry.
I still don't really understand what you're doing. Or why, but just please stop.
You asshole, you made Strawberry cry.
I'll kick
I'm gonna
your
flatten you like a pancake. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I just, this plan made more sense in my mind.
Now that you mention it,
I don't mean to insinuate anything negative, nor come off as rude, but do you even have one of those? Huh? The poor figure in front of you began to shrink into themselves, looking very self-conscious.
I have a mind, I think.
ah,
So they gave the prototypes working minds. Interesting. Prototypes?
dude.
This is, like, actually painful to watch. How could you? You took a few steps forward, but towards Buttons, practically seething with anger. You couldn't remember the last time you had gone genuinely mad about something. No, miss, I didn't mean to upset you. They were all I had in this desolate place. The only thing that kept me together. They're the reason I'm still here, and you're parading around in their cloak? You could feel something building up, something bad. Then you saw how scared Buttons looked, and it brought you back to a certain time, cowering in the kitchen, just as scared and helpless.
I mean. Fuck.
You took a few steps back, holding your face in your hands as you regained yourself. It appeared as though Blueberry and Raspberry weren't sure how to proceed with this either. They looked shocked, understandable considering you weren't the type to swear. You hated using swear words yourself. You didn't even know how to manage to slip out. It's just what they would have said. You took in a deep breath, trying to compose yourself.
Do you want a do-over, Buttons?
Would that be okay?
You nodded, and a bit embarrassed by your display of perfectly normal and justified emotion.
Oh, come on. You can't just.
No, go on, just start.
No, go on. Just start over. We'll pretend that we didn't see that.
I wasn't expecting voice acting, but okay.
Raspberry.
Okay, I'll just exit the room and come back.
Buttons staggered out of the room, nearly tripping over their own feet, as they walked out. He looked over, noticing Raspberry stifling a laugh. She was making those faces you knew she made when she thought something was really funny, but was trying to be professional. The three of you stood there in perfect silence, only for it to be broken by an annoyed groan from Blueberry and faint giggles from Raspberry after a full 60 seconds had passed. Buttons emerged again, limping into the room with a neatly folded green cloak in their arms, and a human skull resting on top of it. There was a shift in the energy in the room. All three of you could feel it, and you had a feeling that the next moves you were going to make should be very carefully thought through. I went back to your bakery and got the cloak. Forgive me for wearing it. I like dressing up. Are we really entertaining this? Blueberry whispered, looking at Raspberry and you with a quizzical look. You looked over at Buttons. Truthfully, you didn't know much about them, nor the role they played in all of this. Whenever you saw them before, they always seemed so scared and uncomfortable around you. But now they were so friendly? I'll just take that back now, thank you. You smiled sympathetically, reaching over your shaking arms out to take that what was originally yours. Until Buns took a step back, clutching the item close to her chest. Wait one moment.
Miss Strawberry.
I need to speak with you first, please. You gave Raspberry and Blueberry an unsure look. Wordlessly, Raspberry grabbed onto your hand and squeezed it.
I,
I'm sorry. About the forest. You squeezed Raspberry's hand in return, resisting the urge to break down into tears once more. But I spoke with Mr. Memorial, and...
Miss Raspberry.
Well, Miss Raspberry, may I ask you a question?
All
I suppose you may, but I cannot guarantee an answer.
How is it that witches are made?
Oh, it's a fascinating topic, actually. 3 or more witches, usually a member of the Council of Witches, perform this ritual where they extract matter from the remains of a previous life form in order to create a new one.
Could the remains be anything, Miss Raspberry?
Well, the more complete the remains are, the better. You couldn't perform it with just a singular hand or even just a brain. You'd need something a bit more.
I see.
Then this might just work.
Huh?
Pause. Wait. Strawberry, is that why you brought those bones with you in the first place?
Dude.
We can't possibly bring a new witch into existence with memory ass going on the genocidal rampage.
Don't forget.
After you get this skull, you'll have a complete skeleton.
Mr. Memorial.
Mr. Memorial said that he would be willing to spare one more witch should you choose to come with us. That is to say, he would be more than willing to reincarnate your companion into a witch, but only if you leave with us. Now, you pause for a moment. Uncertainty painted across your face. Well, yes, I did know about the ritual, and maybe that is why I brought the bones with me. But I can't just leave Raspberry and Blueberry behind, Buttons. Surely you must understand that. Isn't there any way that they could come along too?
My apologies.
I'm afraid not, Miss Strawberry. Miss Blueberry and Miss Raspberry were not extended the same invitation that you were.
This is illogical.
Something's not right here.
Ugh.
I'll say, this whole mess is confusing. And what's your deal with Strawberry anyways? She ain't got nothing to do with you. Buns flinched, stumbling backwards. They started shaking ever so steadily before their gaze returned to you.
Miss Strawberry.
Please. Please don't go. Please stay. Let me make things right. Your eyes drifted down to the skull, then back up to your friends. Oh, we have a choice to make. Oh shit, okay. Okay, I think we should probably stand by our friends. I think that's something that we should be doing. Also, I just realized that his hair kind of resembles a brain a little bit. I don't know why. But we're gonna stand by my friends. I'm gonna stand by my friends. See what happens. Thank you for the offer, but I am not abandoning my friends. That just wouldn't sit right with me.
I see.
Pity. I wonder if they ever feel abandoned right now. Buns held the skull up to her own head, inspecting it thoroughly. Guilt coursed through your veins. The last thing you wanted to think about right now was their death. Yet you couldn't escape from it. You failed them. You failed all of them. You were selfish, horribly selfish. That's enough. You were snapped out of your thoughts when you felt a gentle squeeze on your hand.
This is illogical.
This isn't adding up. The specific focus on Strawberry, what's the true reason for it? Yeah, I want to know that too. Yeah, me three. This isn't like Memorial to not instantaneously take what he wants. Sure, he's the type to play with his food, but this is too strange. Even for him, he's dancing around an issue.
Miss Raspberry.
I'm afraid I'm just as close as you, Miss Raspberry. I cannot possibly believe that to be true.
Now that you mention
Buns,
it,
may I ask you a question? It's only fair considering you asked one of me, right? The smaller being simply nodded, clutching onto his skull anxiously. When Memorial threw Blueberry across the room earlier, he aimed for me, not Strawberry. When performing the interview, in fact, he primarily focused on Strawberry. He was even implied he would spare her life. That seems rather contradictory to his plan, wouldn't you agree? Is that your question? No, I'm not finished talking.
you see.
If Memorial was truly dead set on eliminating every witch in existence, then he should want Strawberry dead just as badly. But he can't kill her, can he? That's why he sent her on into that suicide forest pocket dimension and locked her inside. Why else would you send someone to SUI unless you wanted them to end their own life?
Huh?
That's
why he's been putting us through this big, elaborate game. He mustn't be able to kill her. It's the only explanation.
Wait, holy shit, that actually explains a lot.
Please don't do that.
Now, let's not jump to conclusions. Miss Strawberry and him have no connection. It wouldn't make sense for him to be physically unable to cause her harm. That we know of. Huh?
You see.
His powers are quite literally manipulating memories. I wouldn't put it past him in the slightest to cover it up. Hey, guys. He's not here right now, right? He is nearby, I can assure you. And you don't have any magic? And there's 3 of us and 1 of you. Buns looked at Blueberry, then Raspberry, then you. After a second of silence, they quickly stumbled out the door again, taking the cloak and bones with them. Hey, here. Blueberry shouted, running after them at top speed. It took a mere seconds for her to catch up, quickly pinning them to the floor. You and Raspberry quickly followed behind her, surrounding the pinned down being with varying expressions, all of them some form of upset. I've been wanting to do this the whole damn time. A face, please! Give us the skull and I'll think about sparing you. Here, take it, it's yours. Just please don't hurt me. Buns tossed the skull across the room, which caused you to immediately rush and grab it. Slightly across before you hesitated as you looked at it. I've got a bone to pick with you, dress-up witch. You think that just because you can act all scared that we're gonna forgive you for working with a genocidal maniac? I see right through you. It's nothing more than an act, huh? Just as fake as this. Blueberry gripped her fingers around Bun's mask, beginning to pry it off them. Stupid mask! They ripped the tragedy mask away from their face, breaking it into tiny pieces on the floor at the very second you grabbed a hold of the skull. Oh! Gears! You can't keep coddling them, Miss Bakersfield. Cherry pie? Wait, is that my sister? Or is that Strawberry's sister? It was just a slice of the pie. I don't see what the big problem is. They looked so curious. I didn't see the harm in indulging that. These beans were made to use, not to indulge. When we finally have control of everything, they will replace every last witch and the role they fill. If you give them substances infused with witch cores, it could... Well, I'm not sure what it would do exactly. They aren't supposed to have souls. What would happen if you spoon-fed bits of existing souls to them? I need to run some tests. Oh no, you don't. You gave 0 to me. Not the other way around. Ah, that is where you were wrong, my dear. I let you overlook their development, but it was rarely ever quiet underground. You've heard many sounds of your short existence: banging, clattering, yelling, begging, pleading, mechanical whirring, chewing, ripping, dripping, and more things you hadn't quite learned the words of for yet. You'd long since grown used to the distant screams coming from the rooms that your creators had forbidden you to enter, and to the echo of unhinged arguments that constantly reverberate through the halls. However, today was different. Today was different and you could feel it. You could hear it. You heard something new, yet you believed you knew the word for it. Shattering. The sound of porcelain colliding with the floor. You willed yourself to take a single step forward, albeit a tad clumsy. Another shatter, a sense of urgency washed over you, one that you didn't understand the reasoning for. Perhaps you didn't like the sound, or how close the sound was getting to you. You felt yourself get dizzier the faster you tried to walk, getting closer to the noise. They did, they didn't see, they didn't quite nail your motor functions on the first try. You didn't mind stumbling and limping when you need to get to where you need to go, but now it was proven to be rather a large inconvenience. You just wanted everything to be okay. Huh. Want. That was a new feeling for you. You had never wanted before. Another shatter. It seemed to be nearby. A different sound, clattering, like the sound of your own limbs shaking rapidly and colliding with your joints. Shatter, clatter, shatter, clatter. Step, step, step. Prototype 4. Doll-like limbs coated the floor beneath you, some intact, but most in shards along the ground. A thick black ooze began to coat your feet, something they must put inside you later, the later prototypes, you presumed. You shuddered as you instinctively tried stepping out of the mess. Looking up, you noticed the fourth prototype holding some sort of long pipe. What are you? They were going to discard me. They were going to discard most of us, only keep a few. Use us for scraps and spare parts. Painful, alone, lonely, forgotten. You, you have to understand. Understand. That it was me or them. We can't both exist. We can't both thrive. I need to be better. I need to be the best. The clarion sound returned, but now you had the visual to recognize the source of the sound. Four was shaking. It's either me or you. The next few moments happened so fast, but to you, it felt like you were stuck frozen for an eternity. Similar limbs to yours, clumsy and graceless, tackled you down. Four was straddling on your torso with an animalistic fervor in expression. You felt something collide directly with your eye, shatter. Dizzy, hurt? Make it stop. What's happening? Warm, it shouldn't be warm. Ears ringing, wrong, clatter. Stop it. Why? It hurts. Too much. Shatter. The vision of your working eye was still blurry. Your mind delayed a few moments behind the rest of time. You felt the body of your fourth prototype collapse onto you. When your vision cleared, you saw your former friend missing their head completely. It was in pieces, scattered all around you. You couldn't help but feel like it was your fault. Hey, are you okay? You couldn't move. You couldn't speak. Hurried footsteps approached you, pulling you out from underneath the rogue prototype. Hey, look at me. Can you move? Are you broken? Ugh! You were propped upright, staring at a rather unusual sight. A lanky figure knelt down in front of you. They had messy pink hair and clothes that didn't seem to fit them quite right. The skin around their face, well, it would be more accurate to describe it as a lack of skin. You moved your head slightly, looking up at your savior. Phew, so you can move. That's good. Well, I think I landed on the name Memorial. Better than Brainy or Memoriam. You're Zero, right? Cherry told me about you. At least, I think she did. My brain's been a bit scattered as of late. I'm sure you must know how it feels, huh? You open your mouth, but no words come out. Aw, gee, look at that mess they made. This isn't looking too good. Knowing Gears, he's not going to be happy. Gears, your creator, the inventor witch? Shit. This isn't just a pickle. It's a whole broken pickle jar. Multicolored pickles, pickles with spots, pickles with stripes, all sorts of pickled mayhem. That didn't make a lot of sense, did it? I really am losing my mind using these powers so much, aren't I? Thank you. Something about Memorial's his face seemed to soften for a second, although it was a tad hard to tell given the lack of expressive features. Well, we can't let anything bad happen to you now, can we? No, you didn't deserve this. Don't worry, I'll come up with something. If they see you you're the last one standing, though you'll surely be blamed for the carnage. Carnage was a new word for you. The immediate word association ran rapidly through your mind. Carnage. She clatter, shatter, shatter. You stared down at your hands, your eye wandering towards the bodies on the floor. Panic flooded your mind as sound seems to repeat themselves, getting louder and louder until you're deafening. For the first time in your existence, you felt your body begin to overheat. You didn't know you were even capable of that. It was an unsettling warmth. It felt wrong. You felt wrong, unable to regain control. Hey, me, Zero. You tried to force your vision to focus back on the one speaking to you, but it felt impossible when the words seemed to be blacking out on you. It's okay. I'm gonna make all this go away, alright? Go away? How? Well, let's just say hypothetically you got the ability to turn into a witch, like Cherry the Butcher. You would have a theme, for lack of a better words. What would you want yours to be? Want? I'm not supposed to want. I had never wanted, at least not until today. Oh? And what is it that you wanted? I just want to forget about all this. Heh. You know, Zero, I think we might be able to help each other out here. My powers, I'm still getting used to them. But I think they might just do the trick. I can manipulate memories. I can make people forget, make people remember. I can change their memories to something horrible if I wanted to. And they would believe it to be an undeniable fact. However, I can't seem to get myself to forget something that has happened to me, no matter how hard I try. It always slips through the cracks of my magic. But if I were to transfer that memory, it might just work. I could do this for you too. I'll hold on to your memory, and you'll never have any recollection that this event had even occurred. In exchange, you'll hold some memories of mine. We'll keep them safe, especially from each other. How? With these. Oh! You looked down and saw two masks being held towards you. One happy, one sad. I'll put our memories into these masks, and we'll wear them all at all times to keep them safe. So they'll serve to hide your identity. You won't be a prototype anymore. You'll have to pretend to be a witch for this plan to work. What do you say? You can pick what kind of witch you want to be. I'll even help you fake your powers if I have to. You thought to yourself, what would you want to be outside of what you were made to do? You tried to recall the happiest moments of your existence. You saw inside your mind's eye Cherry Pie. She had her closet open. There were clips in your hair. She put you in a variety of outfits that day, all while complimenting you. It was the first time you had received a compliment without doing anything to achieve it. You quite liked that feeling. You wouldn't mind feeling that way all the time.
I like dressing up.
Memorial seemed to chuckle a bit as if a response they hadn't foreseen.
Well, you'll be the greatest dress-up witch the world has ever seen. We'll get all sorts of outfits for you. You'll be as cute as a button.
That's where he got the name!
Button?
Hey, that wouldn't be a bad witch name. Buttons. It's so cute. I like it. What do you say, Buttons? Are you in?
With a blinding glow, the mask's memorial had held began to float up in front of you, extending from the top of your hero's head. A pink ball of light emerged. It sunk into the frowning face mask, which hovered closer and closer to you. You reached down and touched the mask. Handing the magical hair drying device to your girlfriend, you chuckled. Oh, wait, what? Are we going into a memory within a memory? There, that ought to do it.
Oh?
Are you sure your parents won't get mad at you for this, Cyan? Oh no, they're definitely going to get mad at me. Mom was a weird thing about changing your hair. I think she's more phobic or something. I don't know.
Huh?
Oh wait, is that Azure? Or Blueberry, I should say. Is that Blueberry? More phobic? Bias against people who change their physical appearance drastically. Maybe I should try to get the hair dye out.
Aw, straw baby.
Yep, that's Blueberry, alright. Or, sorry, Cyan in this case. A little late for that, Straw Baby. Oh, Cyan, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you would get in trouble for this. Dude, it's okay. They won't be getting mad at you. I really wanted to do this, okay? If I didn't really want this, I wouldn't have asked for your help. Okay, I know how difficult family stuff can get sometimes, so if you ever need anything, I'm always here for you, you know? Oh, Strawberry. My parents are just grumpy old coots. Grumpy old coots. I can handle them. They're not like, well, they're not like your sister. You saw Strawberry look down. Oh, we're going through her perspective. Okay. You saw Strawberry look down at the floor, causing you to instantly regret ever bringing her up in the first place.
Hey,
Shit. Hey, you okay? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
maybe.
You sure your parents won't go crazy? I don't want to get you hurt.
Huh?
Hurt? Are you scared Cherry is going to hurt you?
Huh?
Strawberry, here, give me your pinky. You said your own pinky, point finger out towards her.
You know how magical promises work, right? We're going to make one. But those are for serious things. They're unbreakable. And I am taking this seriously. Come on, give me your pinky.
Aww, that's cute. You watch as the anxious girl hesitantly extended her pinky out towards you as well. You interlocked your fingers properly, ready to make a magical promise. A soft glow looped in circles around your hands, yet you didn't break eye contact with Strawberry.
I, Cyan Onruep, promise that I will never, ever let harm come your way. If I can help it, of course. I know I can't prevent bad things from happening to you entirely, but I won't let anyone physically harm you if I'm there, okay?
But you can't just make a magical promise like that. Those are permanent. Raspberry said something awful happens if you break those. The glow between your hands faded, your own smile widening. Well, too late. I just did. Seriously, I'm not gonna let anyone hurt you, so no need to worry, okay?
Aw, Straw Baby.
Come on now, lighten up. Where's the cheerful girl I fell so hard for? What do you say we go and show Raspberry, yeah? You had just eternally bonded your souls with hers, that with that same cadence you would use picking a favorite cereal, probably fueled by the same impulsivity that caused you to steal your counselor's hair dye in the first place. Still, you provided Strawberry with a sense of guaranteed safety that caused her shoulders to loosen up. She seems anxious, sure, but significantly less tense than before. A smile started to form on the face you adored so much. Yeah, she's going to love it. I do admit, pink looks good on you. You're so pretty, Cyan. Aw, you.
You're so cute.
Come on, let's go. Aw, it's so adorable. Hand in hand, the two of you make your way. Oh, wait, no, Cyan and Azure are two different people. Okay. That makes a bit more sense, honestly. Although it would have also made sense if, like, Azure was Cyan. I wouldn't really, like, be too, what's the word I'm looking for? I wouldn't be too surprised. Hand in hand, the two of you made your way out in front of the cabins. Fairly quickly, you were spotted by your friend Raspberry. And your older brother. Oh, you know what? That actually does explain a lot. You were not looking forward to his reaction.
Hi!
Raspberry, Azure, look what we did. Oh, hello, you two.
Huh?
Oh my beginners, what did you do to your hair, Cyan? I mean, it looks lovely, but...
Huh?
Yeah, Cyan, what in the world were you thinking? I thought it would be cool, so I did it. Where did you get hair dye? Please tell me that's not permanent.
Nah.
Stole it from the counselor. It's super mega ultra permanent.
Oh, really?
Mama's going to kill you, skin you alive, and eat you for breakfast. You know how she feels about this stuff.
Hey!
Hey, cool it with the eating people sayings. We talked about this. Azure walked closer to you, touching the ends of your hair with a quizzical look. He batted his hand away dismissively. Why did you do this? Answer me. I just said. The real reason, Cyan, now.
Dude,
I thought it would be
this.
fun to have matching hair colors of Strawberry. There, you happy? Sure, they're not exactly the same color, but now we're pink buddies. Aw, wait, that's so sweet. Felt two small arms wrap around your torso, squeezing you from the side. You couldn't help but giggle. She was just too adorable. Azur's eye was twitching so much you swore it was about to pop out of their sockets.
Ugh.
You just don't get it, do you? You take anything seriously?
What?
Lighten up. You know Mom's rules are stupid anyway. I thought you'd appreciate a little rebellion.
Mom and Dad don't know about you and Strawberry, do they?
Oh, they're that kind of family, are they?
You wouldn't.
Of course I wouldn't. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. And I just know the second they find out you've been dating a ditzy little Berrywitch, the infamous cannibal sister no less, they're going to disown you. You have natural talent. You can't just throw that away for some girl who's going to end up with a field cafe that nobody wants to go to.
Azur.
Hey,
Hey. You can breathe all you can berate me all you want. I'm more than used to it. But the second you bring my girlfriend into things, we're gonna have a problem.
dude, what gives?
I thought you liked Strawberry. Wait, I do. It's just that's what Dad would say. Exactly, that's what Dad would say. I expected better from you. You're just as bad as they are.
But what?
You two,
Yeah?
careful now.
This doesn't involve you.
Oh. Raspberry took a step back, sighing as she pulled Strawberry back with her.
Ugh.
You really want to go there, huh? Oh, I'll go further than there. You, me, witch duel, now. Raspberry, you moderate. What happened to this not involving me? Raspberry, you moderate, please.
All right.
All right. Well, wait, guys, I really don't think this is necessary. I don't want either of you get hurt. I really don't like violence, especially between two people I care about.
You're so cute.
Hey, it's okay. We do this kind of thing all the time. We train together daily, remember? This is just a bit further than that. I need to teach this a-hole a lesson. You and your brother turned backs towards each other, taking 10 paces away from each other. Also, can we just say that dueling is one of the worst, stupidest things that happen with human beings? Like, oh, we had a disagreement? Let's shoot each other. Yeah, that'll clearly solve things.
All right.
One round, aim to disarm or knock down, not to kill. Hitting any buildings or passerbys will get you disqualified. Disqualified from what? From winning, Strawberry. Oh, okay. Choose your weapons. You search deep within yourself, trying to remember the summoning magic your parents taught you. It's been a while you and Azur hadn't trained like this since before camp. But this wasn't training time, was it? You cycled through your options. No, the knife is too small. Bow would be too hard to navigate if Azur chose a close-range weapon. You picked your scythe, giving it a oh, she has a scythe? Okay, you know what? I'm okay with this. Not the whole children on children violence thing. I'm not okay with that. Don't hit kids, okay? Don't hit children. If there are kids watching, don't hit each other, okay? Be nice. You picked your scythe, giving it a twirl as it magically appeared in a burst of light. Behind you, you heard Azur summon his own weapon. Ready, set. Only one thought passed through your mind as you readied yourself for battle. Man, Strawberry looks so cute today. Giving her a wink, you felt empowered. She waved at you from afar, mouthing a quick, I love you. Go! Turning swiftly, you scowled. Of course, Azur chose a bazooka. Seriously? That was just like him. Coward couldn't handle close combat to save his life. That didn't stop you. You ran towards him, yelling as you swung your scythe in rapid succession. Panic in his face was satisfying, watching him use his clunky weapon as a shield with a cherry on top. He shot towards your legs as he so often did. Thankfully, you knew him well enough to predict this. It made you quick on your feet. You evaded him with no problem. You're a coward. Why can't you just stand up to them? Because I don't want to be homeless? They're not going to kick you out. No. Azur reached out and nearly disarming you by spinning your scythe away from you. Thankfully, you were able to do a baton-like twirl, keeping it within your grip. Your brother merely growled at this. they're not going to kick you out. It doesn't matter what you do. Just because you spin a scythe, they let you get away with anything. So you're jealous? Is that what I'm hearing? It's not my fault. I'm just better than you. That's it. As he leapt backwards, using magic to go several feet back, and knelt down. One after another, he shot you in rapid succession. You spoke as you went closer to him, doing your best to evade each shot. You're going to end up just like them at this rate. Just another link in the world's worst chain. Shut up, shut up! Oh, or is that what you're scared of, huh? You still haven't gotten your speciality right?
You're scared you're gonna be as useless as all the other people you torment. Well, guess what? At least people actually like strawberry and raspberry. But with you, nobody cares. You'll end up all alone at this rate.
You paused for a moment, seeing Azur's weapon power up with a blue glow you had never seen before. You also never seen Azur look so angry like this before, either. The last thing you saw before your vision blacked out was a large blueberry hurtling towards your face. He never aimed it for your face before. Oh shit! The impact was the most painful experience you could ever imagine. Your skin stung. Your instinct was so close. It was to close your eyes tightly in response to the pain, but for some reason it felt undoable. The more you tried to close them, the more pain you experienced. You reached your hand up to cover your eyes in lieu of your eyelids, and when you did, you realized you didn't have eyelids anymore. They must have melted away in the explosion. Your screams became more guttural. When you realized your lips were a similar fate. Your ears began ringing as you collapsed to the floor. You half expected to hear Raspberry call the battle, but only noises you hear were fuzzy words from your brother. He sounded panicked, but you couldn't make out all the words he was saying. Cyan, get help! Stay, okay? You desperately wanted to blink, but you couldn't. Your watery eyes looked over where Strawberry and Raspberry were. They seemed to have gotten knocked back in the blast, lying unconscious on the floor. Straw? She didn't seem to be hurt, thanks to beginners. But did she see you fail? You could practically hear your father screaming in your ears. The sound was enough to numb everything else you were feeling physically. You had never lost a battle, not once, even when you were just starting out. You were always better than Azur. This was your first failure. Not only that, but this was the drastic failure, one that could get you grounded for sure, as if your hair wasn't giving you enough trouble already. You looked disgusting, hideous, a failure, and they saw it. They saw everything. Okay, I can't read that fast, so... Okay. You just wanted them all to forget that this ever occurred in just the first place. Oh no, but not Azur. He ruined you. Ruined. You had never felt more humiliated in your entire life. It was worse than the pain. You were built to withstand the worst injuries. But getting so injured by a blueberry? Where did that even come from? You never wanted him to forget this. You wanted him to be sorry. You hoped he never forgot this moment until his dying breath. You wanted it to be plagued his mind. Your seething hatred fueled your seething hatred fueled you enough to stand up. You refused to sit there helplessly. Living and clutching your horrifically bleeding face, you needed to find something, anything that could possibly help undo the damage that had been done. You could have sworn you saw tiny multicolored orbs of light come out of Raspberry and Strawberry's heads. Man, you really were hallucinating bad because of this, weren't you? You didn't get far before you heard a familiar voice mumbling something urgent, more footsteps following closer behind. You couldn't let anyone else see you like this. Panicking, you leapt into the nearby bushes, trying to keep your discomfort and painful noises to a minimum. She was right here a few minutes ago. She must have run off. We have to find her.
Hey,
Whoa, slow down, Tiger. Find who? My sister. She's all alone. We need to find her.
Oh?
Did one of the other kids give you some kind of potion or something? You don't have a sister enrolled in this camp, kid. I think I would have remembered that. Huh? What are you talking about? Stop this nonsense and help me, damn it!
Come on now.
Language! What happened? You looked over, seeing Strawberry slowly get up on the ground. Raspberry, are you okay? Your girlfriend ran over, helping your friend off the floor. Yes, I'm quite alright. Though I must admit, I can't seem to recall what happened. Guys, have either of you seen Cyan? Who? Hey, I know I messed up, and I'm really sorry, but this isn't funny. What are you talking about? The last thing I remembered, you and I were talking, and Strawberry ran up to us. I don't even remember that.
Oh?
I think I know what's happening.
Huh?
You do?
Some kids must have put a disorienting potion in your breakfast as a prank. I've done a few of those back in my day. It totally warps your perception of reality for a bit.
Huh?
Way to go, Azure. You made too many enemies. Now they're going after Strawberry and I too.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Oh, they don't remember Cyan.
Seems it must be wearing off now. At least for you two. Do you need any first aid, Azure?
No, I don't think so.
Off you go.
Well, good. I prepared lunch, so you three stay out of trouble, right? The useless camp counselor walked off, leaving your brother looking more panicked than before. That is until Strawberry walked up to him and placed a gentle smile on his hand.
Azure?
Gentle hand on her shoulder. Hey, Azure, it's okay. Raspberry and I got you. I know you must be scared, but the potion will wear off soon.
Maybe.
Hey, maybe when this is done, you and I can make some more of those friendship bracelets. Would you like that? But I never made any bracelets with you. That was...
Azure?
Azure, you have to remember you're under the influence of a disorienting potion. Your mind might be a bit confused. Yeah, I know it was you, silly. I don't know anyone else with bright blue hair after all. You felt your heart sink into your stomach. They really didn't remember you at all? Yeah, sorry. I guess I just must be disorientated. That little snake. You watch in agony as the three closest people to you walked away, chatting casually as if none of this ever happened in the first place. You couldn't face them, not like this, especially when Raspberry and Strawberry seemed to be completely forgetting your entire existence. You limped away, sucking up your pride. You didn't want anyone else to see you, but at this point, you knew you needed an adult to fight some fixing things. I couldn't really read what that said. The only place you thought to look was one place you had someone guaranteed inside, the kitchen. Blood continued to drip down your face, tears and saliva grossly trailing down your burning muscles as well. You saw an opening in the oven, a ladder? Seeing no other option, you climbed down. The closer you got to the ground, the more you could hear muffled voices talking.
Oh! Put those tarps up! I don't want little Zero to have to see all of this.
Yes, my lady.
No, did you at least get what I asked you to?
Yes, ma'am. I brought down some of the bracelet rope, just like you asked.
Perfect!
Oh! Wait, that's Cherry! You climbed down, fully seeing the scene laid out before you. A rather eccentric woman next to Butcher threw her arms around a giant doll?
Now we can make friendship bracelets together. Isn't that lovely, Zero? Friendship bracelets?
Please, can I just take a bite? Just one of your fingers. That's all I need, Miss Cherry Pie.
That was Strawberry's sister? The infamous cannibal who was part of the Everlasting Cult? What was she doing underneath your summer camp?
Oh, hush now. We'll be having none of that. You'll get your daily slice of pie, but that's it.
You took a step backwards, accidentally hitting the ladder you just climbed down with a loud clang. The three beings looked over at you instantaneously, and you got a sudden suspicion that you really weren't supposed to be here.
Oh?
Butcher, can you take Zero back to Lemon and tell her to look after them, please? It seems we have a visitor who's in pretty poor shape. Yes, Miss Cherry Pie. Anything for you. Your camp counselor took the doll away, although the doll wouldn't stop staring at you as they left.
Hi there.
Wait now, Sugar Pie. We ain't gonna hurt you. What happened?
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid I didn't understand a word of that, Pumpkin. Oh, silly me. Here, you should feel a bit better if you eat this. Magic might make you talk without lips. Might make you able to talk without lips. I'll help you. Cherry reached into her pocket, pulling out a large glowing orb. She hummed a tune casually as she walked towards you, prying your mouth open and forcing you to bite it down. It tastes oddly sugary, something you weren't expecting. You wanted to be disgusted. You wanted to push her off of you, especially for what she put Strawberry through. You were too weak. Then suddenly, the second you swallowed, you felt no longer in pain. In fact, a wave of euphoria rushed over you. It was enough to send shivers down your spine.
Oh, hello.
There we go. Now then, do you want to tell me what happened to you? I I was shot in the face by my brother. And now nobody remembers me. Not even my own girlfriend.
Poor
Oh
thing.
dear, that must be pretty nasty curse you got there, huh?
Huh?
Curse?
Well, sure. I can practically smell it from here. Oh, shoot.
Jeez, have the schools really not been teaching y'all about curses?
You see?
Ugh, his tisk. Curses are magical ailments that can't easily be gotten rid of or healed. They're usually a result of misfired spell, but they're always fueled by incredibly strong emotions like hate, fear, or love.
Poor thing.
Oh, curses are bad, but it looks like you got yourself a nasty one. Did my curse make them forget me? Well, it's hard to say, sugar. The woman before you knelt down slightly, dusting off your shoulders. She looked at you with a plethora of concern in your eyes. In her eyes, you weren't going to lie. You didn't expect someone so horrible to be so sweet to you. I could sense a great deal of magic inside you. Say, this might be a weird question. Did you happen to get a speciality recently? Last time I felt something was this strong was well, when my sister got hers, not too long ago. Cherry's smile quickly turned bittersweet as she said that, but she still gave you her undivided attention. How would I know? It's funny, but you just kind of know. Something happens and snap, clicks to you like that.
You see?
Sometimes they can form after traumatic events, you know. An unfortunate way to get your speciality, that's for sure. You might want to prepare yourself for drastic physical changes on top of this. It's pretty common in these circumstances.
Huh?
You're starting to freak me out, lady.
Now, wait one
Hey,
moment.
where do you think you're going?
Ugh.
You know, I know you. I know what you did. I know who you. Why are you here?
I think I might be able to help you. I can't fix things, but I can make them a little less hard to deal with. So, will you come with me, or go back out there, faceless, with no one who remembers you?
You weren't sure exactly why you went with her, but from then on, you weren't yourself anymore. Sam was nothing but a forgotten memory. You were someone else entirely. You could feel it. As the voices of the past started to fade, you became acutely aware of your present situation. You had already gotten so used to the familiarity of a comfortably warm body, in the memory of beating heart, even with the sensation of breathing. Now you were feeling so distant, detached from yourself, stuck in a cold porcelain shell. You had never felt so many overwhelming feelings before. You had witnessed a childhood that wasn't yours, friends, loved ones, enemies, people you felt so strongly about, yet they were not yours. Was anything yours anymore? What exactly were you? After a few moments, it occurred to you that the mask you had touched moments ago was now fitted onto your face. You couldn't recall a thing about yourself, or what you were doing there in the first place. You just felt wrong. You looked up a memorial, noticing his new mask as well. He seems different than he was before, but you couldn't quite figure out how. In his hands, he held a garbage bin with the lid secured firmly on top. Heavens, you're awake! I guess I must have had more memories than I thought. What was that? Was as stiff as an elephant. Yes, I was. Uh, uh, did we do it right? I feel different. Oh, I know what you mean. I feel different too. I never felt more disgust in my entire life. Eh? Well, was what happened to you really that bad? You, you suppose you didn't want to know. Which is a horrible, selfish people. Well, them, it wouldn't have happened that they thought of someone other than themselves for once in their lives. Make something, just to discard it without a second thought. Why go through any of this? What's the meaning of it all? Is there any meaning? Are our specialities? Do they not actually matter? Does our fleeting existence matter if there isn't nothing? If there is nothing waiting at the end? Sir, I don't understand. Ha! Sorry, just talking to myself. I gotta stop doing that.
Well, if you can't beat them, join them, right?
I need your help with one more thing, Buttons. But don't worry, I'll keep you safe, okay? Those disgusting pigs don't deserve you anyways. They should die and rot. They should. All of them, every last one of them. Wow, we sure did fail as a society. Maybe it's time we go back to square one. Whoa. And that's Bun's face. He was 0. Okay, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this video here for now. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye.